Yeah, it's recording. Me to start.
Yeah, that's good.
It's recording.
Okay.
So, inshallah, according to our traditions, we start with a few verses from the Quran. Then I will say the prayers for people in Sierra Leone. Then we can have, inshallah, the speaking. The recitation is from chapter 25 of the Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وعباد الرحمن الذين يمشون على الأرض هونا وإذا خاطبهم الجاهلون قالوا سلاما talk about the righteous servants of God, those who don't respond to evil with evil, but they respond to evil by doing good. And if they are provoked by the foolish ones, they always give them the greetings of peace. And those who worship God alone, and those who don't kill, they take a human soul, and those who don't commit adultery, and those who always obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are the ones who will be admitted to paradise. And the last verse says that those who turn back to God and they mend their ways, they do acts of righteousness, indeed God will change their evil deeds into good deeds, and Allah, or God, is the most forgiving, most merciful. So now for the prayer for the people of Sierra Leone, and the past hour I've been learning a few expressions from the local dialects from Sierra Leone, like how to say how are you doing in the native dialects, like Muna Kushi, Muna Kushi, Topi moi. Yeah, I'm still learning. I'm a graduate of Al-Rashid University in Egypt. My name is Imam Mustafa, and I studied a great deal about the great civilizations that flourished in the West African, the west side of Africa, Western Africa, and the great Muslim empires and the great achievements they made back in the Middle Ages in the history of Europe. That was one of the golden age of the Muslim world, and that also took part in West Africa, in places like Timbuktu and other places. The books of history, and according to some historians, Muslims arrived in the Americas 400 years before Christopher Columbus, and according to some historians. And the books of history also talk about a person by the name of Abdurrahman Ibrahim ibn Suri. He is from West Africa, and he was a prince. His father was a king in Timbuktu, to be particular. But he was taken as slave by the British, and he was brought to America, particularly to South Carolina, where I used to serve as an imam for 3 years. And after 40 years of slavery, he wrote to the President of the United States at that time, late in the 18th century, President John Quincy Adams, and he gained his freedom. Then he traveled, he sailed all the way back to Timbuktu to his family. So that's enough for history today. But anyway, I'll say the prayers, inshallah. I pray to the Almighty God to bless Sierra Leone and the people of Sierra Leone, to grant them prosperity, peace, and tolerance, and to help them embrace one another, and to help Sierra Leone embrace its children, Muslims and Christians, with love for all and hatred for none. I remind everyone of the Islamic teaching of brotherhood, that all humans, regardless of their ethnicity or color or religion, they come from the same father and the same mother. The Prophet Muhammad, in one of his last speeches, says that all mankind, all of you are from Adam, and Adam is from dust. There is no superiority over an Arab over a non-Arab, or for a non-Arab over an Arab, or for a white over a black, or a black over a white, except on account of their righteousness and piety. And the Prophet Muhammad says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not judge you by the way you look, how tall or big or white or black you are. Allah judges you by the sincerity of your actions and the purity of your heart. I pray to Almighty God that we, all of us, will be guided by the words of Jesus Christ in the book of Matthew 7:12. So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you, for that sums up the law and the prophets. And I also pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will guide us with the words of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. None of you truly believes until they love for what they to love for others what they love for themselves. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Brother, I like Muhammad Bangura will say a little bit of something to you people, or to us, the community.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to you all, ladies and gentlemen. We gathered here today to celebrate a very happy occasion to every one of us here today. The 50th anniversary of our beloved country, Sierra Leone, which falls on the 27th of April 2011. This is a time for togetherness, a time when all Sierra Leoneans come together and rejoice and be proud to be what they are. Yes, indeed, brothers and sisters, this is the time when we really miss home and can feel a bit homesick. Such a gathering as we have here today is meant to make us feel at home. It is meant to bring us together in the spirit of one big happy family. It is meant for us to share the love that all Sierra Leoneans have for each other. We have to be proud of ourselves for the future. We have to be prepared for ourselves and for the future to continue and pray for our country for peace, unity, and prosperity. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm welcoming you all at this holy place with a lot of thanks to the Imam, Brother Mustafa Kata. May God bless you all. May Allah bless our country, Sierra Leone. May Allah unite us, and bring prosperity to our country. May Allah continue to guide our leader, President Ernest Bai Koroma, and his government. May Allah bless you all, ladies and gentlemen. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا إنك أنت الغفور الرحيم. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. May God bless you all. Happy anniversary.
Assalamu alaikum. Islam and Muslim people in Sierra Leone contributed a lot towards the independence of Sierra Leone. I'll just try to leave with you. Dala Dumuya, a ruler, a businessman, a diplomat who was utilized by the colonials to settle disputes in the hinterland of Sierra Leone. Another famous Muslim educator, Fodi Tarawali, founder of an Islamic university which was equal to the University of Islam in Timbuktu. He's a social scholar. He lived in Big State Chiefdom in Bangladesh in the year 1820. His university went on until 1875, when his social people and the Tinker people of the area in Gambia fought for superiority and destroyed the university. Another name worth mentioning is Al-Rashid, born by a fuller parent or father and a Tinker mother. He was a peacemaker king. He was the king who used to settle disputes among the kings, his fellow rulers. Another contribution was Kisimi Kamara from Vama, Potobu in Punjab district. He only had a little education, but he learned Arabic and the Quran. Despite that, he taught his people, the many people, where he came from. That the power and the strength of the white man, that power they had was derived from education. So he decided to influence his people that they have to learn something. He dreamt one night. From that dream, he created his own characters and taught the many people this language. That system was called Kikai. So he taught the many people in this country that in 1820 to 1830 that they have to learn and empower themselves. Then the white man said, if you leave this gentleman continue what he is doing, our power is going to be diminished. They created their own character, the European character, the Latin characters, started teaching many with their characters. Kisimi Kumara was disappointed. All his followers started utilizing the European characters. At his time, when he was teaching his people in Fama, Otomu, even the chiefs and the chiefdom started using the kikap. They use it for record keeping. They also use it for correspondence. The white man said, yours is not good. You have to follow me. Thus, we use English language today in Sierra Leone. But Kimisi Kumara was another pioneer in the Islamic Muslim world of Sierra Leone who helped to gain independence and freedom for their people. Another prominent man named Haidar Al-Rashid. Thus, Al-Rashid is not his last name, but he was a problem to the white man. He knows this. He was a troublemaker. He was the one who told his people in Gambia district. Haidar Al-Rashid here from Bubuya, Gambia district. He told his people not to fear the white man. Don't listen to them. As a matter of fact, you have to refrain from paying the hot tax. Thus, the hot tax was like that. The white man felt that if we leave this gentleman continue his preaching and his pronouncement, there's no need for us to be here. The letter he sent to his people, the white man took it as, or viewed it as, this is a challenge to the origin in Africa, Sierra Leone for that matter. They set out for his arrest. That was in 1931, February 6, 1931. Haidar Al-Rashid took upon the white man and killed the commander-in-chief of the British Army at the time. And they killed him and his followers, 4 of his members. The Muslims have played a big role in Sierra Leone, getting an independence. Present-day Sierra Leone, late 50s, early 60s, before independence. Another gentleman by the name of Kandebule. He was a proponent of Islam in Sierra Leone. He allowed the Sierra Leone Muslim Congress to establish Ahmadi Secondary School and Primary School established in Sierra Leone. Ladies and gentlemen, Islam has played a big role in Sierra Leone. May all these prayers we do today here go to the people of Sierra Leone itself. Never again, the past 50 years, we'll take it as a training course and an experience and forward ahead. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد إن شاء الله ثم إن شاء الله اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وسلم الحمد لله رب العالمين. Sheikh Ali, do you want to say something?
I'm glad to be part of
Okay, thank you.
So inshallah we invite you to some refreshments over here. And for our non-Muslim friends, of course, there are some booklets or brochures on Islam about the Muslim history if they want to take some for free.